Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Twisted Paper Studio. How are you? I just want to make sure I'm recording. I'm gonna set my timer. I literally just walked in the door. I brought out my bags and you guys are the first order on my list, so I'm setting my timer. I'm gonna go ahead and give out my beautiful blessings and get this video started because it is late already. And I did stay an extra day with my children. Thank you so much for understanding. Let's see here. So, beautiful blessings to Christine Sanchez. Beautiful blessings to Gemini Dream. Beautiful blessings to Julie Madsen. Beautiful blessings to you. And also beautiful blessings to Laura Bertowski. And Journal and ASMR. But thank you so much for commenting on my channel. My channel is growing, and I so really greatly appreciate you. I'm very glad that I'm inspiring all of you. It is such a delight for my heart. It really is. And yes, I did read the comments briefly in reference to why I'm pulling the same cards. I do know that. Yes, I am pulling the same cards because there's a message for me in them. And I greatly understand that very much. I hope there is a message for all of you in them as well. And that's why the universe keeps giving me the same ones, because I am sharing them with all of you as well. So let's pull this one today. I'm going to go ahead and take the top one. It's hospitality. Pineapple Dragon, hospitality. Let's read that one, and then we'll go ahead and get started with today's project. I hope that I have enough time, but again, if I don't, we will carry it on into tomorrow, but I would like to get it done today. The Pineapple Dragon, the meaning. When this pineapple dragon comes your way, doors will open. This creature can be comfortable anywhere. The message for you is to look for access when you may not expect it. Open arms and welcome smiles appear. Strangers may go out of their way to make sure all is well with you. Make sure you are ready for spontaneous hospitality. It is also wise to make your own space company ready, because sometimes you may find yourself to be the impromptu host, which is so true. Okay, so hospitality, the Pineapple Dragon. That was a nice card. All right, so if you're new to my channel, welcome. Welcome. I give beautiful blessings out if you comment. So if you have never commented before, go ahead and do so. And I will see your name and give you beautiful blessings. My name is Donna Twist. I'm a self-taught paper and fabric artist. I come from a background of party planning and invitations, as well as scrapbooking. I used to teach scrapbooking. I used to host get-togethers and teach the scrapbooking craft. I devour anything art. I love it. I can't get enough, and I hope I inspire you. So let me get started. I'm a little slow moving because, like I said, I did just walk in the door, and I just want to get this video done because again, if you are new to my channel, I have to go into town to upload this video because of the fact that my Wi-Fi is no good here. No, it's not. So I have a piece of cardboard. It's from the Epson printer paper. And all I basically did was cut it so that it measures about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and a quarter by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and a quarter. I gave this little I gave this binding here in the middle a 1/2 inch, so it's like it's a 1/2 inch. So that's my measurements. I made like a little book. That's what we're doing today. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I'm actually going to collage the front of this book. We could do it two ways. We could do it with paper, or we could do it with fabric. I think, let me just take a look here. Let me see. Hold on one second. Maybe we'll do it with, I'll do it with fabric. Give me 1 second. I'm going to cut some off here. How are all of you? I hope that you are all well. I just got back. I was with my children and we had to attend some business in New Jersey, where I did share it with you all last week. It was hard. It was very hard. I pray for the parents of this boy and the friends and the people that were affected by his agony, because he felt that he had to take his own life, and I'm just so saddened by it. I had a talk with my own children to let them know, because they are going to be going into the music industry. Well, they are in the music industry. And I wanted them to know that no matter how difficult, I am cutting fabric, I'm sorry. No matter how difficult their road takes them down, there isn't any way that something can't be fixed. And that I will always be there, and that, you know, they have an outlet somewhere. There is someone for them to talk to, even if it's not me. I will go through hell to get them the help that they need, if they were in needing of any help, which I'm sure any parent would. I know this mom who lost her son was trying desperately to get him help, but he had been away for so long that he fell too deep in his own depression. And it's really sad. But I am home now, and we are putting this behind us and moving forward. And the boys are, you know, they have each other. They have their friends. They saw a lot of their friends there, and they're all supporting one another, which is really, really nice. Okay, so I just thought I would share that with you, because you all have been so kind in your comments and your advice, and you're telling your own side of your own things going on. I wanted to share with you how my family is doing, and they are moving forward, and I'm very happy. Okay. I'm very happy for their, you know, that they are healthy enough to accept, understand, and move forward, because some of the boys, some of their friends are just not as understanding and are scrambled in their own minds, you know, which can be hard. Okay. So I'm going to use some fabric on the front here. Now I'm going to sew, but what I'll probably do is pause the camera, and I think I'm going to leave this long. So those of you who've watched my channel before know that for the binding, I either like to be just short of it and then go over it from the back side, or I like to go over it from the front side and then be short on the back, because I don't like anything in my binding when I fold my books. So I think I'm just going to do this like that, just like that. And I really, honestly, I just pulled these fabrics over. I kind of looked at them for a second. I really did not even plan this, so I hope that it comes out good. I just didn't. I'm just trying to get this video done, because it's also, I'm sorry, it's day 73. Look at that. I'm really trying, you guys. It's day 73, and I stayed an extra day that I didn't plan, so I wasn't planning. I didn't plan ahead, and I don't have a video, so I'm scrambling now to make one and go in and upload it. Did I set my timer? Yeah, that would be funny. I did. Okay. I said it. So let's see. I'm going to take this over here and do that there. I think I'm going to go with this here. I'm doing more browns, huh? Picked a lot of browns. How about something to lighten it up? Ticking. I don't know. There's a lot of browns here. It's not really my color. I mean, it is my color, but it's not all. I don't want it all brown. Maybe some ticking. Ticking always helps lighten things up. I hope you are all well. I enjoyed my time, you know, alone with my children. And, you know, it's always nice to spend quality time with your family. It's hard that it was under those circumstances, but I am happy nonetheless that I spent that time with them and was there for them because they did need me. Okay, let's see. I like that on the back side. I do. Okay, and I'm liking this on the front, but I think I'm going to keep that under. Okay. And I am not going to cover this piece, meaning I'm not going to cover it with any kind of, how about this? Oh, that looks pretty neat. With any kind of like book page or anything like that. I'm going to keep this white in here. I'm just going to keep it white. I think I like that there. Why don't we just go with it and see what happens? How about that? This under. This is how I do this. If you are new to my channel, I kind of have a video in the beginning. I have some videos in the beginning. Oh, I like this. I have some videos in the beginning that I go over the way I do things. I like this. I'm going to go with this. Even though the tree is going this way, no one has to know. This could be a branch. I go over the way that I do things. And then you'll just have to, when you watch the way I do things, they're for inspiration. So please know that this is for inspiration. You don't have to do it the way I'm doing it, although you can. You most certainly can. No one says you don't. No one says you can't. But it is for inspiration. So if you have some sort of a different, let me turn this around. If you have some sort of a different outlook on this, take on this, idea for this, please go right ahead. This is for inspiration. You do not have to do what I am doing exactly. No way in the world do you have to. I'm just going to cut this off with a scissor. I do want it to kind of line up with the book. I am going to sew around it. And for those of you that are new, I don't know if I said this in the 100-day challenge, but I have said it in my past videos. I use a regular sewing needle on my sewing machine. If you find that your regular needle gives you a problem when you're sewing, you can change it to a leather needle. But mine does not give me a problem at all. And I sew through. If something feels like it's going to give me a problem, I'll just I'll sew very slowly. That's all. I'll just sew it very slowly. Well, I hope this covers. Let's see. I didn't check this. Oh, you know what? It's not going to cover. I'm going to have to go this way. Let's see. How about that? Oh, I like that. I liked more of this green. Oh, all right. So what I'm going to do is, I want to save this for something else, this pink over here. So I'm just going to cut it, well, rip it. And then I want this straighter, so I'm kind of going to just rip this along here. So I'm going to get it started. It's very old fabric. And this should have made it straight, which it did. And then I'm going to put this up over here like that. I like that. Now, possibly I want something here too. Yeah, I definitely don't want to keep it like that. I could rip it. Let me see. I could rip it so that it's tattered as well. Or I could just tatter it. Just like that. Instead of ripping it. And then maybe I'll like that tattered. Let me take a look. You'll see what I'm making, you guys. Hopefully I'll have enough time to do this. I am going to pause the camera to sew. But I kind of just picked out picking out your design is kind of like the longest part of things. It definitely is, picking out your design. But I think I like that. I do. It's older looking. It looks like, it has the look I'm going for with the antique look. And let me look at my papers here on the side. Well, possibly, maybe I can even use a flower on there. One of the flowers. Let me get my ruler. I don't know which one I'm going to like. I'm going to have to choose each of them and then see. Okay, so there's this one. This one. I think this is my favorite one. Oh, I like this one too. I think I like that one. Okay, I'm gonna use this as the focal point on the book. Well, on what I'm making. I'll show you in a minute. Let me just take off this edge here. Okay. Really nice gesture though. My children, there was a happy time for this time I was here. My children, you know, they just lost their nanny, and their dad took care of their nanny and was living with her to take care of her. And I like this. And he's now alone, so they bought him a puppy. And he's so in love with the puppy. The puppy's adorable. It was so nice of the kids to do that. Where didn't I have a piece of this somewhere? It was really nice of them to do that. I met the puppy. It's so cute. It's a Labrador, you guys. It's adorable. I think that this would look nice on the back of here. Yes, I like that, but I'm trying to find the piece that I just had. Or maybe even possibly the velvet. No. Where's the piece that I just had? The long, oh, maybe a piece of this? That could be. I'm looking for what I do with it. I'm going to have to stop the camera to go and sew. I really thought I cut a piece of that because I was going to use it on the back. So what did I do with it? Oh, here it is. Okay, so let's take a look at what this would look like on here. I like it, but it's very busy. It's very busy. Let me see about this one. This is like I forget what my sister called this. I keep forgetting to ask her. It's like a sheen. No, I don't want that one. Maybe I will use the brown. Let me just take a look here. How about blue? Oh, yeah, the blue. I think I'm going to cut that up here. Hold on one second. I'm going to cut it up and use that. like that very much. Okay, so we're gonna glue this on. This is how I do this, you guys. I don't use a lot of glue. No, just enough. I mean, you don't want it flopping about, but it's just enough to tack it on. You don't have to glop it. You do not have to glop it. And I think I'm going to put this one down first and then do that over the edge there so that it stays good, because then I'm going to sew it. And I'm going to pause the camera to go and sew it. And I'll just put a line here so it sticks. Right here. And right here. Like that. Oopsie. And then I'm going to put this down on this side. Right like this. Okay, now if anything needs to stick down a little bit, you just can glue with the glue. Now, I do want to say, if you are not sewing it, it's okay. You don't have to. Just make sure that you glue it down good. I'm not putting a lot of glue because I'm going to sew it on the sewing machine. So I don't want the glue to glop up my needle. So now I'm going to take this. I'm thinking that I like this on here. I am thinking that I do. Maybe I just want the green. All right, so what I'll do is just tack it down just a tiny bit so I can see. And then this way, if it doesn't work out for me, I could get something else. So I'm going to cut it. And this is exactly what I would do. This is the way it's going to be if I decide to keep it. And I'm going to cut this down here. And then I'm going to cut this up here a little bit straighter. Just like that. And then I'll cut this over here just to make it straighter. I think it's a tiny bit crooked. Not much. Okay, move that out of the way and we'll go ahead and check it. Yeah, I think I like that. Very much so. Let me take a look. Let me just make sure that, yeah, no, I like that. Okay, so I'll be right back. Bear with me, I'll be right back. I'm going to sew this up and then we'll finish it up, what I'm going to do. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, thank you for waiting for me. I'm back. So I went ahead and sewed all around it, just like that. I sewed around the whole thing and then across here and across here. It is glued down, but we're not going to be able to see that, so I'm just going to get my glue. For time purposes, I went ahead and I have two pieces of, two pieces of Florentine paper that I'm just going to put right here. So I'm going to do that now quickly. And I'm going to put the glue all around, like so. Spread it around so that my paper will stick. I don't want it to come up. Okay. Do I have my... Wait, hold on. Let me see if I have my thing. I do. I'll go ahead and spread it around the glue. Yeah, so if you guys have a variation that you see what I'm doing here, I will show you what I'm doing in a second. Go ahead and feel free to just allow me to inspire you. But if you want to make what I'm making, please do so. That would be so fun. And tag me in it. You guys, tag me. If you like my videos and they help you, please share them. Share them on your social media sites. I really am trying to grow my business and inspire more people if I can, especially those that are intimidated by crafting, paper craft and fabric, and it's something that I like to do. I am also going to teach. I love sharing my inspiration. That's something I like to do. And then I'm also going to teach and inspire in Texas in the month of August. I was invited down by the Planner Chicks to do that in Texas. You can go look at the Planner Chicks page. If you can't find it, let me know, and you can email me at twistedpaperstudio@gmail.com, and I could probably send you the information. All right, so I have a piece of ticking that I'm going to put down the center here, just like that. I already went ahead and cut these things because I see that we are pressed for time, you guys, pressed for time. So I'm going to, oh, I didn't even start my timer. Yeah. Okay, we don't have much time left, but I will finish I will get the majority of this done with you today. Okay, so I have a little piece of ticking here. I'm going to put that right in the center. That's going to act as so I can cover things up. That's what it's acting as. I'm just going to cover things up, you guys. And then if I have to put it down better, I will, but I think I'm going to do everything good today. I think so. I'm going to put this down like that. And then I'm going to stick this right on here. Just like that. In the center. That's good. All right. So now we have our cover. We have our inside. Okay. Then I have a piece of, this is on heavier paper. So it's kind of like a cardstock. A little bit like a cardstock. It's a photo paper. I'm just going to set this aside for a minute. And I'm going to cut this down like this. I don't have my big cutter in front of me, and I think that's going to be a bad decision. Oh, wait. Maybe it's a good one. Okay. Maybe it's okay. Let me just trim that off there and go ahead and, oh, it's working out. It's working out to my advantage. I don't know if it's straight or not. That might be bad, but let's see. Okay, so I'm just going to take these over to the side. It is printed on the front and the back. You don't have to do that. My printer is still, I just walked in the door. Like I said, you guys, I really did. I really just walked in the door and wanted to get this video done for you. I'm going to see which side I'd like to use. Maybe this side. I think I'm going to use this side. So I'm going to bring this up here like this. I think I'm just going to, let me hold on one second. Let me get this, let me check it one more time. Oh, maybe I'll use this side. Yeah, I'll use this side. Okay, did I say that? I don't even remember. Okay, so I'm going to bring this up here like this. I want a little bit more room. I want it to come up close to where it's going to fold, close to where you put your strip of paper in the center. It's not at the fold yet, but I will show you why in just a moment. I'm going to cut that right there. So I'm doing a makeshift mark, and then I'll go ahead and straighten all this out after. Okay, so I'm going to do, oh yeah, I needed to see this way. Hold on one second. It's a makeshift mark, and I need it to be there. Okay. Let me see if this will work. You'll see what I'm doing in just a minute. Just a minute. All right, I have to trim this off here because it's not even. And oh, by the looks of this, the whole thing's not even. Okay, so I will even it up. Let me put this on the line here. I have to do some damage to get things even here. And I'm going to cut this off here. Is that even? I don't know. I don't dare try it. Okay. I cut this there. And then that's where that was there. So let me see that all this is even now. No. This needs to be just a little. Yeah, that's even now. I just need to cut this just a sliver to get it even. Okay. And now I need to do this side, because this was my depth. Where did I put that mark? There? Yeah. Okay. Here. Okay. I'll show you what I'm doing. Making sure that's even. Okay. There's my depth. All right. Now, I'm coming back over here, and I'm checking this side and make sure that it's gonna fit. And okay, I need to just take a tiny bit more off, so 1/4 of an inch off. Just a 1/4 of an inch. Let's take a look and see if that will work now. And because I'm not measuring with a ruler, this is my reasoning for having to keep going back and forth. Okay, that seems fine enough for me. So now I'm going to take this and I'm just going to put a little fold in it on this side. Not much, just about a 1/4 of an inch, like that. Okay, and I'm going to, I don't know, where's my bone folder or my circle punch? Like I said, because I just got back. I did. I just came back. I walked in the door and I decided that, hurry up and get this video done. Okay. Where's all my stuff? And here's my bone folder. That's good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and crease that, and then I'm looking for my circle punch from Holly. Hi, Holly. I think of you all the time when I use my circle punch when I can find it, because I bury it often. All right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this down here like this. I like that, but I need my circle punch, and I don't know if I can find my one from Holly, so I'm gonna say my prayers that I can make confetti with this one, because sometimes, whoosh, yes. I'm gonna stop my clock. I'm gonna put this down here like this, and I'm going to, I had these pieces left over from this, so I'm going to put my glue down here like this. The timer went off, but I'm gonna stay with you. And this is just for the 100-day project. I have much more, many, much more ideas. It's just that I only have a certain limited time frame in the 100-day project. So this is what we're doing today. Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry a moment, set in its place. That's glued in there. Like that. We made that little flap in there. All right, I'm letting it glue. Now I'm going to take this here, and I'm going to just cut it in half. This little strip. Do you remember we made our gusset envelopes? Remember we made those? So now I'm going to open this up and like that, and I'm going to fold these in half now. This was folded in half, but now I'm going to fold these in half, and I'm going to glue up on one side, and you can use whatever fabric you like. I'm using this old ticking, and I'm going to stick this down on one side, and like that, close to the little edge, but leaving it enough so it could fold. I'm going to do the other side now. And put some glue on here. I press record? Oh my gosh, I would have cried. I really would have cried. Okay. And then I'm going to stick this down here like that. All right. And you can have them sticking out the side, or just, I'm just reaching the opening. And now I'm going to put the glue here like that. You can glue it up good. Glue it up good, you guys, because it's gonna be it's gonna be of use. In case you have not guessed it, we are making a organizer folio. Okay, so I'm just gonna push those down and then squeeze that. Okay, I'm getting the glue off my hands first before I play with it anymore, and I'm gonna use my bone folder and just push it down like that. There we go. So we have like a little pocket over here. I'm just gonna wait for that to dry. And then, give me 1 second and I'll show you. I'm undecided about the front, so I think what I'm going to do is just, well, I will be putting this on the front like this, but I'm undecided. I don't know if I'd like to add another color under there or another piece of paper to pop it out. I mean, no, this isn't good for me to sample. What am I doing, Donna? What are you doing? I had a piece of fabric here that I think I might want to use to pop it out. I did cut it. I don't know what I did with it, but I might use a piece of this under this to pop that color. I think that's what I'm going to do. So that's why I didn't want to put this on yet, because I'm just gonna take another piece to pop the color out, and then tomorrow we'll see that. I just wanted you to show you this part. So here, you can make this your organizer. You can put your bills in there. This could be your desk organizer. Or you can give it to your mom for Mother's Day. You can carry it in the car with you. This could be where you put all your bills, your stuff that you have to pay for. Put that in there. All your receipts from Hobby Lobby and all those places. And then, of course, you can use your new paper clips and just, you know, make pretty things. You could fold this right up like this and, you know, just put your paper clip on there, you guys, and look how pretty. Look how beautiful. Isn't it gorgeous? And then this, of course, is our cover. I'm undecided if I want to put a pop of something under there. But that's our project today. It is a organizer folio, and that's what I showed you the other day when I made one, and it's the same exact way. I used some ledger paper, I used some digital in there, made a pocket, I made a design on the front, and yeah, I think they're beautiful. I love them. Have fun crafting them, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow for day 74. It is day 73, Friday, day 73 of the 100 Craft Project. Okay, bye for now, my crafting buddies. I'll see you soon.